Hi, welcome to Charlotte's Cooking Show. I'm Charlotte. Welcome to season 2. Today we are making my absolute favorite homemade chicken with rice soup. It's super easy. It makes the house smell incredible. You're gonna love making it, I guarantee it. I love this chicken soup recipe. It's economical. You're gonna use a whole chicken, which is much cheaper than buying chicken pieces. You're gonna cut up some carrots, some celery, some onion, and then you're gonna use a mixture of spices. It's gonna fill the house with that great chicken soup smell, and it makes a great big pot and everyone's gonna love it. You can add some more veggies to it afterwards if you like, or just plain and simple. Today I'm gonna add some rice to it, but you can cook some noodles and add those too and have chicken noodle soup. So a whole chicken this size is about $12, which is super economical to make a meal. We've got a few carrots, some celery sticks, an onion, and some other ingredients that you have from around the house, but a really inexpensive way to feed a lot of people. A lot of meat comes off this chicken. So step 1, we're putting the whole chicken as is right in the pot. So quick wash of the celery sticks, and then I'm going to cut them down the middle and dice them kind of as finely as I can. All right, so next up, I've got a white onion, about medium size, and we're just going to dice the whole thing. I've got 4 carrots here. I'm gonna peel them, chop them up, put them in the pot. Got our chicken and our veggies all chopped up, and now it's time to add our spices and seasoning. Kosher salt, some ground black pepper, some bay leaves, poultry seasoning, which is really gonna give us that great flavor, some sage, I've got some freeze-dried parsley here, thyme, there's some basil, and finally a little tiny bit of ground rosemary. Here we go. And now it's time to add the water. So I've got this fantastic pot filler over my cooktop. If you are in the business of building or renovating a kitchen, I highly recommend that you install a pot filler over your cooktop. It makes it so much easier when you're cooking pasta, making soups, anything like that. Great little extra feature. We want to add enough water to cover the entire chicken. We're going to turn our temperature on medium-low, and we're just going to have a rolling boil for the next hour and a half, 2 hours. You can even cook this with a frozen chicken. It just takes a little bit longer, but it's the same idea. And you just let it fill the house with beautiful homemade chicken smell. So after the chicken's been cooking away for the last hour, hour and a half, it's time to pull it out of the soup, and we're gonna pull it apart and we'll add it back in. So let's go grab it. So sometimes with chicken soup, they ask you to add chicken broth to it. Essentially what you're making is the soup and the broth all at the same time, because the flavor from the chicken and all the spices and vegetables make your really flavorful broth. So you'll see the color is kind of deep, got that kind of brothy color to it, which is so good. So now we're going to pull the chicken out, and we're just going to pull it all apart and throw the bones away. Got our chicken all cut up. Now it's time to taste how delicious our broth is. Then we can add in some more vegetables. Today I'm going to add in some cooked rice. But now let's see what we can get here for flavor. This is when we decide whether we need a little bit more salt, or maybe we need to add like a chicken bouillon cube or something like that for a little more flavor. Let's see what we got. Okay, that's actually pretty decent. I don't think I'm gonna add anything to it at all. I'm gonna put the chicken back in to the soup. So I've got some day-old rice. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to put it into the soup as well. So we have chicken with rice. Now you don't cook the rice in with the soup. You have to have the rice pre-cooked, because otherwise it gets really starchy and it absorbs all the broth, which is no good. It leaves it more like a stew instead of a soup. So you gotta cook your rice first, or cook your noodles first if you're making chicken noodle. This soup is great with just carrots, celery, and onion, but if you feel like adding some more of your favorite vegetables, you can. I'm gonna chop up a little bit of baby spinach just to add some nice green color, and I'm also going to cut some fresh corn off this cob and add some corn to the soup as well. Our soup is all done. It really didn't take much time at all. It's so easy to make. You're going to love it. The house smells, like I said, incredible. And now it's time to serve it up. One quick thing I wanted to tell you about this soup. When you're finishing it, all the little tiny pieces of fat will float up to the top because they are lighter than the liquid. So if you want to scoop them out, good little housekeeping tip there. But it's time to have some soup. Look at that. Okay, here it is. Look at that. Look at this beautiful color broth. It's so healthy. It's got healthy fat in it. It's got beautiful, colorful vegetables, and it tastes great. It's great on a cold day. It's great for lunch, great for dinner. Homemade chicken soup. You should make it.